spotlight. Art is so much more than painting, drawing, or sculpture. Art is expression. From the eye makeup that complements our wardrobe, or the jewelry we use to adorn ourselves, art is simply another aspect of life and living. We met with artists Jackie Cohen of Mutamba and Bianca Bartley of Pieces of Bianca. Check it out.
Mutamba just evolved from my traveling around the world after the airline which I flew with closed, Belize Airways, and I was familiar with the beautiful pieces in the markets, especially in the Spanish, in the Central American area. After the airline closed, and of course we were subsequently laid off, I just started to collect. Well, I started before. I continued to collect bits and pieces from the market, like beautiful tapestries and shawls and stuff, and I'd market them here. Then I go to Africa. I just started to do traveling for hand-done stuff. There aren't enough words for me to describe how much I respect people that use their hands to do their work. When I go to markets, I go to the markets around the world because I go to seek people that use their hands. And I always find stuff, always, easily. Sometimes, even traveling becomes a bit expensive, so I gave up the traveling for a while and decided to turn the pieces of the fabric, the tapestries and stuff that I'd collected into clothing. I take a shawl and make a top or something. And from that, Mutamba was born. Amba came about first. My name is Jacqueline. My mother gave me that name and I love it very much. But Amba came about when some festive woman called me Red Gal. And I said, oh yeah, okay, let me turn this into a half full glass instead of a half empty. So because she called me Red Gal, I looked at myself one day, I said, well look here, I had some beads from Africa, amber beads. I said, but these beads are close to the color of my skin, man. So I'm an amber girl. I'm an amber girl, not a red girl. So my name became Amba. So after that now, Muta and I have no children. And I said, this line of clothing is like our children, because sometimes we sit and discuss designs together and stuff. So I said, I'm going to call this Mutamba. It flowed so nicely off of my tongue. So I thought, yeah, man, Mutamba is the name. Money is not the driving force between my clothes. My clothes, I do what I like, and if it's not so, then I will wear it. So it satisfies the fact that I don't have to buy any clothes. Because if you don't buy it, I still have something to wear. So that's really about my forte, what I find I'm good at, which I discovered over years of making clothes, is that I'm able to identify the wearer of my clothes. I have this gift which I thank God for. I never knew I had it, that I can, because even now I'm still not sure, but it works every time. I see someone that says, look, I have a dress for you. And I'm careful that I do it because I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to hustle and try and sell a dress. Like, hi, hey, hello. I'm not one of those kind of people. But I see people, I see someone, and I can readily identify the piece of garment that will look right on them. And so far, 95% of the time, it works. The other 5, it doesn't work because the person don't have the confidence and don't have the friend to ask if it look good. I would call my stuff tribal chic. So anybody that's confident and an individual, a person that doesn't necessarily want to look like their friend. Where the word peer pressure exists, my clothes do not exist. You have to know yourself and just know that I'm who I am. I'm not my brother's keeper. You wear my clothes because you like them. There are some people that can't cope with that because they have to look like another person. My top is a Mutamba piece that is made from a shawl that I had. And the necklaces are from the Maasai tribe in Kenya. Those tall, lanky, beautiful men that with the red locks. These pieces are Maasai pieces. The piece around my neck is quite an old piece, but which I put together and was used in a Taurus Riley video. You probably see it. Yeah. So basically, my jewelry right now. Apart from what's in my ears, that's made by my daughter, and my ring, which is a 300-year-old Ethiopian wedding band. When you deal with cultural stuff with spirit, the response is always good. People don't understand why they like it. So I launched my line. Mutamba was launched with an Egyptian theme. What I did was I created a whole scenario with the Sphinx and the pyramids, and kids from art school came and did a whole set. And I had an artist sit almost 24 hours a day, just stop to do the necessaries to paint Egyptian motifs on all these clothes, hand paint, and which I took from a little Egyptian coloring book, kiddies coloring book, and we painted these motifs on these clothes. So they became art pieces and cultural. So I mean, they were like magnets. So the response was inevitable. When you have spirit and stuff, people will adhere to it, and just so needless to say that it was overwhelming and good. Yeah, man. In the French Caribbean, I've been there quite a bit. St. Vincent. I mean, St. Vincent is not French, but I've been to St. Vincent, St. Martin, and Guadeloupe and Martinique. Guadeloupe, my pieces, they seem to like Mutamba pieces a lot, so they always invite me. And the last Guadeloupe show I did was hosted by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and he really liked the pieces. So they took some. There are a few pieces that are en route on Air Caribe now, between Guadeloupe and Paris. So they have a in-flight fashion show. So there are about 6 or 7 of my pieces that are on that flight. If we were called the United States of the Caribbean, we'd more appreciate it. But the Caribbean is so hungry and so receptive towards anything that's done. Jamaica is like first world to them, And when we take our stuff there, they just embrace it with all their heart. They love the pieces. I mean, I never have enough. I mean, they've paid for my trips, give me hotel and food, and still buy my clothes. The Caribbean is really a wonderful market, and other designers should really, other than going to expos, you should just probably find little private people and have little shows and things. My pieces have no home. Remember roaming anywhere on the continent, it will find you.